All right. How we doing? Good morning, y'all. Yep. How we doing, y'all? Previously on KIMBA TV. You know, I don't know if this is gonna reject. I don't know if it's gonna hold. But if it's bullish, it's gonna turn the golden pocket into support. If it's bearish, the 0.5 is gonna get lost. I don't have to predict the future. I just call it play by play. Did we have any 30-minute candle closes below the golden pocket? That's a no. Therefore, this is still in play. And this is the narrative that we go with. If this is the narrative that we go with, it's a full rotation play. At least. I'm really interested in seeing the reaction here because there's a lot of underwater longs. This is glowing like a radioactive fucking tropical frog. I don't know, but this is really, really, really glowing, like like flashing. Ah, fuck. No mames.
Kimba, do you think they're gonna sweep the low tomorrow? They're gonna sweep it, right, Kimba? Kimba, do you think we're gonna...
They're glowing.
You just said.
So
Shout out Kimba.
easy
Let's
money.
get it. Kimba was popping.
Isn't money. Bugatti money. It's too easy, player. It's too easy, player. Quit playing with me, chat. Quit playing with me. Quit playing with me. So yeah, the question, that was on a Monday. What did we talk about Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Kusin? I would say this is pixel perfect. Mosley says, why exactly would you want the single prints to get grabbed? It would mean that we can go even higher because all of the imbalances are grabbed. So this is okay, but any sort of imbalance that's left, single prints, gaps, I'm gonna think that, oh man, maybe we can do this. Maybe we can do this. If we had grabbed all of that down there, then I would be thinking 130 is possible. Alrighty, Mosley. But if it wants to just do a bullish retest, a point of control, we're okay with that too. Yeah, but we want to clean the lows and leave all the imbalances grabbed as much as possible for us to go even higher. All right, so it kind of depends. Obviously, on the smaller time frame, it would be a little bit different but like medium and higher, it would. Yeah, but at the end of the day, RTH, right? That's why we had to prepare for both case scenarios. So the easy long, I don't know who got it, but entry, invalidation. You're already juicing. How we doing, motherfuckers? Thomas says, God damn, that's a bullish reaction in the gap. Yeah, it is. But this is why we play dip the tip, Thomas, because you never know. You never know how low it's going to go. But it does it matter how low it goes? Not really. Yeah, it's all about just being prepared. What do you think, man? How y'all doing out there, Lions? Golly. Sleep deprivation peaking, but account balance peaking too. Quit playing with me. How y'all doing? Any questions, Lions? Any questions? How y'all doing? Yeah, but there you go. There you go. Alrighty. All right, Kusin. So you never want to be the guy talking about, oh, this looks bullish or bearish as it's happening. You know, this is when you said, oh man, yesterday's longs don't look so good. I'm longing when people get bearish, and I'm shorting when people get bullish. You feel me? Let's go. The math is the math. All right, any other questions? Kusen says, yes, I just want to jinx this so that my alts don't go break even. Alts probably have room to go lower, though. Do you remember what we said yesterday? Yeah, so I didn't take like the Sol long yet, for example. Actually, we can nerd out on Sol a little bit if you want. Yeah, but I think this goes lower, so yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I mean, if this line obviously holds, then we can get nasty with it. But I would really like to grab those single prints, man. Yeah, so make sure you get caught up. Everything's already been talked about, literally. All right, 30 minutes. Let's watch this first 30-minute candle close, shall we? How we doing, Lions? This is what I'm trying to get at, and this is what we've been drawing this whole time. This is retail arena. Okay? So if it deviates to the outside, any of these are all valid shorts. Okay? These are all valid longs. Anytime it deviates out. Yeah, and if you remember, we wanted to hold this. We want to hold this. So, bing bong ding dong, it deviated. We talked about all the underwater longs on Monday. And so there it is. Yeah, nothing has really changed. Isn't that crazy? That's the thing, is think about what we talked about on Monday. On Monday, this is what we wanted. You know? On Thursday and Friday, we started to mark this, right? We got the low. We got the high. We got the low. Let's see if we can get the next high, shall we? Yeah. What would be the next logic? Well, like this. That would be the next logical. This would be the next logical. Yeah, this was just a gotcha. And like very, very clear about stopping out all the longs. Lots of underwater longs got stopped out yesterday. Pixel perfect. All right. But yeah, it's just nothing's really changed since last week. You know, last week we got the low. And then, you know, or last week you got the low on Friday, and Monday we had the high come in. We were waiting for this. This came in. Now we want to see something like this. Yeah, maybe you have a little bit of a pullback here first. That's the part where it's like, I don't know. But since we deviated outside and came back in, the most logical place to look for would be the rotate on the medium time frame. On the smaller time frame, day to day, you still are bound within this value for RTH. So you have to be a little bit aware of that. All right, but what do you think about hands up? How many lion cubs have heard me talk about dip the tip and let it rip? How many of y'all are starting to feel like, okay, I've seen it enough, I'm gonna maybe start to take it, or have started taking it? What do you guys think about this? Open, right? Let it dip. When it gets back above, that's your entry, that's your stop loss. And now you cannot lose, but you have to be aware of this. The most fucked up thing that can probably, well, this is all going to get swiped. Never mind. But if you can't cascade through all of these longs, or excuse me, these stops, and this makes another lower high, then you have to be aware of this. Ba, 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 ba. Let's go! Clean that shit, Consuela. All right, Mosley, how we doing? How are you so energetic with so little sleep? Dude, I'm dead tired. I'm not really as energetic as I could be. Yeah, I was playing around with the Discord last night. How y'all doing though? Hey man, y'all bring your best, I'll bring my best. Let's get it. Literally the only thing that's giving me energy is, it's not even the caffeine, dude. I'm just staring at my PNL. That's the only thing that's giving me juice right now. Yeah, so any questions? You guys okay? Let's talk. I thought maybe we could just let us up and chill out for a second because we put in all the hard work. We did all the homework. We got that thing, and we juicing right now. So, all I really have to do today is one, what do we do when we get to value area high? Because obviously value area low, value area high, rotate. So what happens when we get here? That's really the only thing I have to worry about today. Obviously, if this does start to pull back, then this is kind of like the key level, trident, and it's also going to be the single prince and value area low. So I'm prepared for the downside move. I'm prepared for the upside move. I've got this and I've got this. It's basically just going to be value and value. Point of control already got tapped. So if it comes back again, it's going to get lost. So today's one of those days where I can focus a little bit more on my work. Let us the fuck up. Vibe out. I guarantee you somebody's going to show up in YouTube chat talking about, does this guy even fucking TA? I've been here for 2 hours. All he said is cachoya. What the fuck does that mean? I'm already juicing. I don't know what else I can help you with. I already pinked. And then I'll be like, yo, but I already have a long from here. That guy's going to go, cap. No way. That's bullshit. There's no fucking way you have a long from down there. That's testnet. Don't lie to me. Shout out no diabito. Yeah, but I don't know what else we should talk about. What else are we going to talk about? I already have the value. I have the point of control. It's already got tapped, so that's not going to be a good double long. The value area low is down there. I don't know what else to do. What else are we, what do you got? I mean, I fucked up the ES long. The only ES long that I can take is going to be on Monday. I missed this. Yeah. Maybe you could have scalped like the point of control, but that's way too aggressive. I'm not going to ever do that. The confluence was crazy though, wasn't it? With the Bitcoin and the S&P. So what do you want to talk about, man? Yeah, says it's so funny being here every day, all the time, and seeing people coming in a whole day after the trade asking how to enter. I mean, it might be you once in a while, yeah. You know what I mean? I don't expect everybody to be here 24/7 listening to everything that I say. I don't. You know what I mean? But do we not stress the aspect of being prepared like no other in this stream? All I really care about is people are prepared so you don't get got. You know, you can't lose money by missing a trade. So I don't give a fuck if you didn't take a long down there. But if you shorted down there, that's unacceptable. You know what I mean? As long as you don't short down there, whatever else you end up doing, I'm okay with. You know, I just don't want you guys to get got. So, and I think the only way you don't get got is to be prepared. And I feel the opposite is really true as well. If you're not prepared, you're gonna get got. I guarantee you're gonna end up bottom shorting or top longing because you're not prepared. You're gonna try to start thinking about chasing it. You know, you're not gonna be looking at the data. And once you start to compromise and make emotional decisions, like you're already fucked because the logical side of the brain can't function. So why it's really bizarre that these moves are happening at the end of the day. And eventually these things get round trip, don't they? Man, I mean, like I think the right thing to do would be to wait until Monday.
Till next time.
But if we kept the limit orders from yesterday, it would have been a pixel perfect fulfill. So it'll be interesting to see how this plays out overnight. Obviously, I didn't take anything. I'm never gonna do anything towards the end. You know, I've gotten fucked too many times. So interesting, huh? But yeah, waiting till Monday is the right thing to do now.
I just wrapped up the charts.
I love you guys. We gotta shout out everybody that gifted subs. We gotta shout out everybody that gifted subs. All right, dude, we can do this in our sleep, okay? The smarter thing to do is wait until Monday, but it is interesting though. Dude, did we have the right level at the end of it all? Yeah, but you know what? I love this shit. I know you guys love this shit. You know? Pretty cool stuff. And it's entertaining, it's funny, it's enjoyable, you know, but for that to be possible, the risk management, the discipline's gotta be on point, y'all, right? And so as long as you can play within the rules of the game, you can just purely enjoy the game and have fun. So, you know, the right thing to do is to wait until Monday. You know it, I know it, right? I'm not gonna get God on the 2-minute candle post-market volatility. What is that? What is that even? Right? So, you know, 30-minute, let's see what it is. We would have gotten fulfilled, but if you look closely at what's really going on, you know, it did wick lower, but like 86, reject, you know, dink, dink, dink. But man, yeah, that's nice. We'll see. This is the 5-minute. Pretty wild, huh? Yeah, I mean, you can't predict shit like that, but I think we did a pretty nice job of identifying levels. Well, stay safe. Hopefully it doesn't go lower than the 786. Otherwise, I will get stopped out on the yesterday long, but that's okay. And yeah, I think that's about it. But that's okay too, because on Monday we want to try to take longs anyways. So Monday, if we can get that, I'll be ready. Liquania! Did we finish out the last song without me being able to do? Oh my God. Rewind it. I salute y'all. Have a great rest of your Thursday. Stay safe. Don't get got. All right, let's get after it tomorrow. Let's see where it do. Macaulay Culkin in 55 minutes. Houston is taking over for Useless Line Records. Liquania's got talent. Give it up for Houston, y'all. Can I get a cut? Show ya!